Okay, I'm going to at least start to cut a new light bar. Unfortunately, I can't have you sitting there because I'm going to be turning this thing. So where can I put you so that you won't get in the way, and yet you can see, if like you really care to see what I'm doing. Okay. Now, this is going to be the bar. It's 48 inches long. And I just got to clean the edges a little bit so they're not sharp. Now, what I'm going to do that I didn't do on the other one is that sometimes you may be backing out of something and your lights are here and you have idiots here coming down. So this stuff here, they don't see that. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting off 2 6 or 8 inch pieces and actually welding them to the side so that I can put a light over here. Now this would be the roof over here. This would be the back of the van. So these wouldn't be sticking out. They would be sticking out that way, but they're over the roof, so it's not going to interfere. I just don't want it to start looking like shit, you know? So that's one of my concerns. I want it to look good, but yet be functional. And like I say, sometimes when you're pulling out of someplace, the side lights are important. But I really don't know if I really need them, if you know what I mean. I mean, I've been doing fine without them. I just have to pay attention a little bit, you know, which is okay. I could probably get away with even something shorter. Or just look for a smaller light that'll fit in the end of this. You know, now that might be more of an option. Or just take a smaller piece instead of, you know, just, now see, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Come off just a little bit, because I can still put a 3 or a 4 incher over there. Alright. But if I took it that far, I think it's starting to look stupid. I think this looks a little bit better and it doesn't look way out of place. So that might be the way to go. And the other thing is too, I can probably put it on the inside. Basically have it in here. I haven't got room to really do it right now, but okay, something like that. But again, only about 4 inches. So again, it wouldn't look crazy, stupid. Yeah, that would probably be the best way to do it if I was going to do it. Put it right in there, weld it, and then I'm done. Maybe I'll do that. I'll think about that as I go along. I'll cut them just to give myself an idea, but we'll take it one step at a time. All right, let me cut those. So let me get this over here. I can put you guys up there now. Cut from another end. It's a little bit, well, they're both okay, I guess. What I did, you get, I put it away. Why did I do that? Why? Okay, so if I'm going to cut off about 4 inches, and then do the same thing on this side. This way, if I don't use them, I'm not wasting a lot of material at the same time. Alright, I gotta have to put those in the vise because I gotta do some sanding. I gotta do some sanding. Which one is these? Yeah, I'm gonna use the heavy duty stuff. My shoulder is killing me. Unplug it. It's unplugged. And my right shoulder is, well, it's the lower part, but it's the shoulder. It is driving me nuts. It's gotta be this cold weather. Alright, so we gotta take these over to the vise because I'm not gonna try to hold them. That parking war thing, what a piece of I'll tell you. You know, TV is becoming more and more bullshit than anything else. Anything for money and ratings. Right? Money is ratings. That's the way it works. Ratings is money. So they're going to do whatever they can. Now, what I like to do is put them together. Put them together, ever and ever. Who sung that song? I don't remember. Let's see if this vise will do it. Yeah, it should. However, I don't like it that way. Let's do it this way. Come on, be nice. Now, let's do this just to get them straight. Okay. So I know the bottom is straight. I just got to clean it up. Let me reach over here and plug this in. Someday I got to move these plugs. Ow! Shoulder. Oh! Oh, that hurt. Oh. When I put the plugs up against the wall, at the time, it was, so you have them there to put things in. But, you forget sometimes that you need to strip forward, because if you want to plug something in, like, for instance, this, I don't have to be grouping things all over the place and all, reaching like a madman to try to get it done. They were a little off as far as when I cut them, because I didn't really take exact measurements and I didn't use anything really fine. So they were a little off, so I wanted to straighten them out with this. Okay. So now we'll do the same thing on this side, but just to get the edges off, because this side is pretty straight. And it's going to be straight anyway, because I got to straighten the bottom off, so hold on a minute. Okay. So anyway, the Chief and I may be going to the range on, get in there. Maybe going to the range on Wednesday. Besides, I want to make sure it's clean, because if I end up doing any soldering, I want to make sure. Good. Unplug. I'll leave the sanding side on for now. I can't find the safety shield. That's around here someplace. So I have to always pay attention as to the wheel. so that it doesn't go cuckoo on me. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! There you go, guys. It's on a magnet now, so it makes it a little bit tougher at times to do what I gotta do. This is too small to put back on, so that'll get heaved. Heaved ho! Put that down there. Put this in here. Put this away. Put the chalk away. Hang up the key. Alright, so now you get more of an idea what I'm talking about. If this is like this on the back of the truck, this facing the back of the truck, so it'll be over the top about maybe 5 to 6 inches back. And I could put this right there, like that. And I don't think that'll be too bad. That doesn't look out of place, if you know what I mean. And then I could put the other one on this side. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And then once it's painted, you're probably not going to notice it hardly at all. So I think we'll be okay here. So yeah, and they're all cut the same, so I don't have to worry about that. Because I want to make sure that they're all going to fit and we're not cockeyed and crooked. Yeah, good. Yeah, so you know what? I may do that. I may just, as long as I'm doing it, get it done. So I can tack those on. And then I can order another set of lights. And then I'll have a spare set, because the set that is on there I'll take off and just keep them as a spare. And then when I take the other ones off, they can all go on here. So, and it's not a big job. It's something I can probably get done in a couple hours, because the other one comes right off. I'll bring it in here, so it's just a matter of wiring and bolting it all on, because I've already got it the way I need it, so it's just copying it over basically, and adding those and moving the red and white ones I have here out a little bit, because I got it gain about 3 inches. So by moving this out inch and a half, which I can probably even take it out more, because I think it's here, so I can bring it out at least 2.5 inches on each side. So that'll give me 4 to 5 inches of more space that I have, because the two in the middle right now, they're okay. There's no ordinance or anything as to how far apart they have to be, but I just don't like the way they look. So for that reason alone, I'm going to want to separate them. And then I'm going to make it, like I had said earlier, I'm going to put a spot in the back. I'm going to cut this out and make a plate for it. And inside I'm going to have connectors. And the switches, the wire will come up and connect to those connectors, so that I can have like one switch operate 2 connectors. So I'd have to put 8 connectors here, and each connector can handle 2 sets of 2 lights if I needed such. So, and then what I'll do is I'll have a ground light out, ground wire, and I'll put a momentary switch here. So if I want to change the pattern, you can just reach up over the top and just hit the button and change the pattern. Oh boy, am I getting fancy on this one. So, but that's enough of that for today. I got to do some work in the house. The filters came in for our filtering system for the water. You know, I went down to Home Depot to buy them. Oh yeah, here we go. You know who me and how all that works. What did I do with the pencil? Did I ever pick it up, or did I just kick it around down here? Do you see a pencil down there? It's a blue one. No, I don't see it. Did I pick it up? I don't remember pick up. I must have, because it's up here. And I'm sure it didn't go up there by itself. Our fresh water, we have a filter on our drinking water. It's a double filter. It's made by GE. Goes under the sink. Kind of looks like this. Says GE on it. And then it's got two screw-in filters that come down here. And they screw into this. And it's got your water in. And then it's got a water out. And that water out goes up to its own, on the top of the sink, its own little spigot. All by itself. With a little lever here. Chrome. You know, that you either push one way or the other. On, off. So you can fill up your drinking water. Or quart or a gallon or whatever, separately from your normal faucet. Because the regular faucet is over here, you know, with the sprayer on it and all that, and that has its little hot and cold on and off, and then that comes down with two separates. Well, these are regular hard filters. They're not little, you know, filters that go inside a case. It's all part of, and this is it, and they go up and they screw in, and the only thing that I'm filtering is the water that's coming out of here, which is what we use basically for drinking water. The wife fills up the dog bowls with it. You know, she makes coffee with it in the morning, and then our drinking water, you know, if we're gonna have anything like that. She uses it for tea. She uses it more than I do. Coffee and stuff like that, I just use regular tap water. My lemon water I make with this, but you know, anything that I'm just going to drink that's water basically is this. So anyway, I go down to Home Depot. They don't have this anymore. Not at all. The one they have now is that, because I said if I got to buy the whole thing, I will, you know, because this is 10 years old. But still, you know, I'll buy the whole thing if I have to, because they didn't have the filters. And they don't sell the filters anymore. So the guy that works there, myself, I mean, he's really